Good morning, water signs, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. Okay, I'd like to just first start off by welcoming any new viewers, subscribers to my channel. I certainly appreciate that. Okay, so the purpose of this reading today, ladies and gentlemen, is that we're going to focus solely on your romantic situation. And what I've decided to do is to give you a message for both water sign singles as well as those in an existing type relationship. And as you can see here, I've used a variety of cards here to kind of give you your message here. Okay? Rest assured, water signs, that this reading may not resonate for all of you water signs out there. So go with whatever that resonates and just let the rest fly. Okay? So let's go on and start off with just examining these romance angel cards. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, if this reading does in fact resonate, please give this a big thumbs up and remember to like and share. Okay? I certainly feel here just by looking at this chemistry card here is that it looks like that many of you have met or you soon will meet a person who will incite great sexual passion in you. I feel that there's a very strong magnetic attraction. And I feel that many of you have manifested this person into being here because it seems that divine timing is certainly at work in your love life. Okay? And I feel that, because of all of the different trials and tribulations that many of you have gone through, you've decided to just try to live in the present moment here. And by doing so, your attraction, has increased here. And this is why you were able to manifest this new person in your life here. Okay? I'm also feeling that there's a need that with many of you, I feel that some of you sometimes have a hard time really expressing your true feelings in terms of what you want in the way of a relationship. So it's very important that you have a heart to heart conversation and really honestly discuss yourself and your feelings with each other. Okay? Because there seems to be that it looks like that this encounter might kind of, develop into something a bit long lasting here. I'm getting here because you have the wedding here. And so when I see this card, it usually involves some type of a strengthened type connection, as I said, either with someone new or someone with whom you're already dealing. Or it could lead to even a possible second honeymoon or just a romantic type interlude where you're just really sharing your heart and soul here. Again, having that heart and heart conversation. Okay? But I also feel that your life seems to be, or your love life in particular, seems to be influenced a lot by religious factors here. All right? And your upbringing. So understand that your upbringing might even in fact differ from the person with whom you like to connect. Okay? So just understand and value your differences here. Okay? I'm also getting an indication too that some of you like to have immediate type results here. So I'm getting with this card here, wait. It looks like that many of you might consider not rushing into this situation. Just let things develop naturally that I'm getting. And trust here, because when you're trusting, the transformation occurs once you start accepting, things as they are. And once you realize that things are the way they are, I see things just they're just going to automatically transform for you. But with this new person or that I'm kind of getting that's coming in through to you guys, I feel that again, it's best that you're not rush into this situation with this person, and because only time is certainly is going to tell here. All right. I'm also feeling that those of you who are in an existing type situation, I'm seeing as if, it seems that you guys are with this card, you're kind of criticizing one another a lot. And by doing so, this is certainly only going to lead to further unhappiness. You need to try to love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship is going to magically transform here. Now, if it's because of this new person, perhaps you need to sit down and have a heart-to-heart conversation and honestly discuss your feelings with each other for those of you in an existing type situation here. So let's go on and get more so into your reading, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to start off, as I indicated, with single water signs, okay? Just to give you a message of what I'm kind of seeing here. And we'll start off with the bottom card here. We have self-respect, okay? So self-respect is basically just as what it is saying here. It seems that many of you need to kind of respect yourself a bit more, singles, okay? And I feel that a lot of you have a tendency to compromise your integrity, your self-worth, you know, and your pursuit of love. And I feel that you've kind of experienced a lot of mistreatment. I feel that people kind of, you got to understand that people tend to treat you how you really present yourself. If you're presenting yourself as being overly needy and you're not speaking up for yourself, then that, you know, kind of, unfortunately, when you meet the wrong people, they take advantage of that. So try to start taking inventory of all the times, ladies and gentlemen, that you know, compromise your self-worth and perhaps have been used and taken for granted. And understand, ladies and gentlemen, had you really trust your intuition, you wouldn't have sold your soul to the devil here that I'm kind of getting with this card. So this card is all about respecting yourself. All right? So let's move on to your first card here. You have the distorted masculine here. So with this card, it shows it shows an old pattern or a belief system that it seems that many of you are really still clinging to. And perhaps this might be the corporate behind the fact of why you are not yet in the relationship that you really seek, ladies and gentlemen. So I feel that many of you really had a hard time, again, trusting yourself, as well as even trusting others. And I feel that you still do have this problem. And I feel that by, you know, having an inability to really trust here, you really worked from a more of a win-lose paradigm. And although I feel that a lot of you are very, very psychic, you need to really you need to really, very psychic and intuitive, you need to start learning how to really trust yourself a bit more and the impressions that you are receiving. All right? Your next card up is maturity. All right? So with this card denotes a quality within you that perhaps, ladies and gentlemen, you may have overlooked or ignored in some way. And this card is kind of coming to you because it's asking you to express me a bit more, okay? Understand that with having a sense of maturity, you have to recognize that no one else can make you happy but you, ladies and gentlemen. You have an obligation to yourself. Only you can make you happy. So try to work on improving your level of emotional maturity. If you want a person that's very emotionally mature, then you too must also be the same. Okay? And try to recognize this when you see this in others. All right? The next card here, all right, we have sexuality. All right? So basically, this card is kind of showing you that perhaps this might be it's showing you or represents an action that you might consider taking, you know, or an energy to kind of embrace, to kind of allow you, excuse me, to move really swiftly in a direction that you like to move. So I feel that this card is asking you to really give your sexuality a bit more attention. You know, do things new. Perhaps some of you also might even be struggling with your identity here with having that sexuality type card there. So it's best to kind of, you know, really get in tune with what or who you really are. All right? So let's move right along and just look at what messages that we have for those of you water signs who are involved in an existing romantic situation here. All right? We have the silver waterfall. All right? So with this card as being the bottom energy, it seems to be suggesting that you need to try to stay a bit more centered, you know, balanced. You need to really learn how to protect yourself, from, these type of negative type energies that you continue to absorb, but they don't belong to you. Because I feel that many of you are very empathic, okay? So try to understand that some of the negative thoughts or feelings that you're getting is not of yours. So you have to learn a way to kind of, you know, protect yourself from these type of lower energies. And one way to do is just to kind of stay, kind of keep yourself from around toxic people and avoid negative thinking. And strive to really live a more balanced life here. All right. And then you have sexuality again that actually showed in both of you guys spreads here. So this card as being the first card for you guys, it really denotes a matter, from your life before your really your current relationship began. And this card usually encourages you, ladies and gentlemen, to try to take a bit more ownership, ladies and gentlemen, of the things that perhaps you've experienced. So I feel that it seems that there's been some concern. It's too heavy of a concern I'm feeling on sexual attraction and a sense of obligation that I'm gaining here, or even a fear of kind of losing out on something. You know, I just feel that many of you might have just felt you had to be in something out of a sense of obligation. I'm getting. All right. Let's move right along and look at your second card here. You have the gardener. All right. So with this card, ladies and gentlemen, this is something that you might consider discussing with your partner, okay? Because it also gives you strengths and gifts together. So I feel that you really need to strategize on getting. You need to discuss your goals realistically. Again, have that heart-to-heart conversation and honestly discuss what you really want. And you need to try to have an unwavering willingness to kind of see things through if you want this to work that I'm getting. All right. And then your last card here we have chivalry. And with having chivalry, basically this card basically denotes an area that certainly you would in fact benefit from if you give it more attention here. So with chivalry, as many of you would imagine here, this card is all about courage and integrity. So this card is alerting you that maybe it's time for you to do something nice for someone. You see this symbolism here as this male here is kind of looks like they're bringing flowers or some type of a gift. So do something nice for someone. I'm getting here. Or it could possibly be that someone wants to kind of offer you a gift or a proposal. For you men, I'm kind of feeling for you, try to find a way to be more chivalrous, okay? Alternatively, for you women, try to look around yourselves and find different ways that you could allow this to kind of come into your life. And recognize this in the men that you seek here because it seems that it would certainly be very, very important. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on and just pull the few letters for you guys and just see who are these people that are kind of coming around you. Since your reading is saying here that there's a strong magnetic attraction here and that your love life is certainly, you know, gaining momentum here and that a marriage is also possible. So let's see who this person might be. Okay, I'm from this bag of 200 letters. I'm going to select 20 letters to try to help you identify who this person is. Okay, and it could be in fact with someone with whom you are already involved. Okay, so let's see what the letters are saying. Okay, Spirit, help us with the letters to kind of show water signs the person who seems to have this magnetic attraction to them, as well as the person that seems that, they may have a strengthened connection or it could lead to marriage. Let's see. All right. Okay, we have a D, a W, an O, a V, B, U, C, V, O, I, P. We need 9 more letters. Okay. We have an L, an N, an O, another O, an E, an A, an I, an N, and one more. We have an A. All right, I'm going to call them back to you just to make sure that you do have them. Okay, we have 2 N's. There are 2 A's. All right. We have 4 O's. There are 2 I's, an L. We have an E, a D, W, 2 V's, a U, a B, a C, and a P. All right. So make sure that you've jotted those letters down and see if it kind of spells out a person around you or a person that is going to be coming into your energy. Feel it could be even this new person, okay, if you have yet to meet the person here. Okay, so now in conclusion today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to end with a few closing messages here, and then I'm going to give you a message from Spirit, okay? Understand, ladies and gentlemen, that a profound transformation is now taking place in your life. It's time that you be yourself, and you have much to offer the world by just being you. And understand that your love life certainly has the power to transform all things, including your relationships and your love life. Okay? Try to let go of inhibitions, ladies and gentlemen, and be a bit more creative in your approach. Try to allow your imagination to run wild, and your love life, I get, is certainly it's going to transform in ways that, ladies and gentlemen, you've never thought possible here. Okay? So now I'm going to go on and just pull a postcard for you and just read what Spirit wants to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? And here's your postcard. So I'm going to go on and read the message. Dear you, uncertainty is the new normal for the whole world. Things are changing at a rapid pace, and the old ways we once trusted are no longer reliable. But leaving the familiar behind can be a good thing. When you are pushed to step into the unknown, you are pulled forward into discovering new possibilities that have been hidden in plain sight. Check in with your higher power. Your soul knows better than your small self. Have faith in the support of a higher power and the infinite potential of your life. Right now, the advice we have for you is this. Try something new. Do something different. You won't know how it feels, what it looks like, or what the outcome will be if you do not take the first step into the unknown and experience the unfamiliarity. You'll be so glad you did because the treasure will appear. We're so proud of you for being brave. You are so loved and so supported. So this is what I have for you, water signs. Again, I hope that this reading has offered food for thought. Be sure to like and share, okay? Send me over your comments. And if you'd like a more personal reading, please contact me at will.brown@watconsultinginc.net. All right? Enjoy your evening.